Okay, so for this video, we're going to be talking about how to use and read and understand what's going on in the conversion rate tracking tool. So as VP of B2C or anyone who's responsible for the attraction, your biggest responsibility is to look at these conversion rates here. So the conversion of people who go from applied to an opportunity to accepted or applied all the way through to approved. So this pretty much tells us how well prepared the customers are, like when they sign up, how well they know AIESEC before they create their profiles or start applying, and so on. So here we have the conversion rate tracker pulled up. I'm on the 2017 conversion rate tab. So every morning on the weekdays, this will be updated with the current numbers from EXPA. So you have GV and then Global Entrepreneur and Global Talent are separated. So this tab right here has the conversion rate of applied to accepted. This has the conversion rate of applied to approved. So for example, as of January 1st, if your LC has had like 4 applicants or 4 people applying on Opportunities portal, but only 1 so far has been accepted, and you have a 25% conversion rate. And then same thing, if only 2 have been approved, you have a 50% conversion rate. So if the conversion rate for applied to approved is higher than the conversion rate of applied to accepted, it usually means that this is because someone from before January, like December or November, applied, got accepted, and then were officially marked approved later on in January. So don't get super confused if the number is different. So one of the biggest things that you want to do as a VP of B2C is, yes, you want to increase these applied numbers because you can't necessarily have the number of realizations or the number of approves without the proper number of people actually applying to opportunities. So one way that you can tell if you're doing really, really well as far as your conversion rates is looking here at the national average. So this compares it's like the overall average of conversion rates for all of the LCs. So if you're above the national average, you're like above what's normal for AIESEC in Spain. But keep in mind that our conversion rate from, especially for GT, for applied to approved is really, really low. So I necessarily would not go by this national average, especially for GE or GT, because these numbers are extremely low. So if you look at last year, you can see this is for all of summer peak, so from January 1st to July 31st. It doesn't show the conversion rates, but it'll also show you the number of applied, accepted, and approved. So as you can see, for example, Madrid last year had 1,000 people applying to opportunities, but only 11 actually got approved. So that we do have a really low conversion rate for that. So your goal should be every day to know what are your current numbers, what are your conversion rates. If the conversion rate is really low, what can you do as a VP of B2C to help these people get to the point of accepted and approved? So some of that is going to be the job of the VP of OGX. Some things you'll need to provide extra support for, either sending emails of specific opportunities or posting specific opportunities that your LC is working with currently. So that's just an overview on how to read the conversion rates and what they mean. And if you have any questions, feel free to approach me.